How are we doing, folks? Can you hear me? We're in the vertical today. How's everybody going? Oh, maybe I can do a little here. You're gonna have to be able to see what I'm freaking doing, right? Hello! And welcome back to WIP Wednesdays. Waka waka! Wowwy'z Workshop. And I'm Wowie. Thank you for coming. What we got, people? What? Aiden's going somewhere. Gotta go collect my son. Okay, back soon. Okay, cool. Alrighty, I'm just trying to catch up here. Oh, we got Barry Boss Lady. Happy Curmudgeons. We got Perry. We got Robert C. Peters. We got Aiden the Night Owl. Oh, Grumpy. I'm sure Grumpy will be here soon. Hello. So yes, I just wanted to, I don't know. I don't even know really why I did things this way today. You know, just changing it up a little bit. I will make it so that you can, you know, see what I'm doing over here when I'm doing it. But yeah, it's I got a couple different things I want to do today. Talk about, you know, it's more of a, you know, it'll be a little bit of a show and tell and to talk about the piece that I've already started here. Hence WIP Wednesday, work in progress. But yeah, it's also in the title, unless it cut it off, but it says Tribe Talkin'. So I just wanted to do some tribe talking and stuff today, guys, and catch up with everybody, you know? So it's just not overhead bing all the time. Oh, there he is. Grumpy's Layback Carvings is here. Our loyal friend, Tim. Now, listen, Grumpy. It was today, Amy Jo's was sent off. I walked into the post office this morning, right, bright and early. But the day before, Tim, was yours. And I just wanted to let you know, I'm sorry it took a little bit of time. We were, like, waiting to see if we were going to get this strike. Basically, right now, they are striking, but it's just affecting overtime work right now and stuff. So they told me at the post office it was safe to send. So yours is off, Grumpy. And Amy Jo's was today. Robert's I'm going to send tomorrow. And then, oh my goodness, I got so many. Mark Kidd, I'm hoping for Friday. And that's, if for the folks that don't know, that's for the Kindred Spirits Woodcarvers group on Facebook. I happen to be an admin there. And it's a huge part of my life and a lot of people's lives. A lot of carvers. It's a community and tribe like no other that I've been a part of. It's really, really awesome. So we just had a challenge, a carving challenge, and we had the roundup and the giveaway, and so I'm just telling folks here that their stuff is on the way. With a little bit of added wowie in the mix. Right? Now we got here, JJK Edits is here. Plywood is here. Hello, Plywood. Bing. Fist bump to Plywood. Hey, Peter Blair's here. How you doing there, sir? Perry, Matthew, everybody saying hello. Why, hello. So yeah, just freaking around, you know. I didn't want to get too, you know, wound up and, you know, I'm always trying to give you a show, but, you know, overhead and just, you know, zeroed in on everything. And, you know, we are going to do some stuff today, but just doing it in a different way. I wanted to see if maybe, too, the views would be a little bit better if I went into vertical again. I want to change it up. Horizontal, horizontal, vertical. Horizontal, horizontal, vertical. Maybe. I don't know. I guess it's all up to you guys. It's what you guys want is what makes it most important, because you know what I'm saying? Who is here? Oh, John's here. Hello, John. Thank you for coming again, sir. Another loyal subscriber and part of the family. I don't even like to say subscriber because you guys mean a lot more than that. You guys are family here. Hit that like button, says Pete. Thank you, sir. So, I said a little bit, I don't know if you guys saw my posts, the preview posts that I said, but, oh, you can see it on the title here, sorry. I'm introducing Bing. Now, this, and I'll show you why I call it Bing, because it's Bing. How? You! What do you think of that, guys? Well, I gotta be careful so I don't drop it on the frickin' laptop. One more time. Hey, who's your friend? Bing! Oh, just look at him, folks. Oh my goodness. This is some kind of weird, well, here. Is that better? Oh, Wowie hates that kind of light, man. Hurts my eyes. I like the Bing. So that's Bing, guys. It's a burl on a weird piece of rotted wood. And he has this little arm stretched out. And so you can see that I started, because I want him, he's wearing a little robe. This is a weird little creature. A little forest dweller. But like on a lot of things that I make, and Two Brothers One Vision makes, it has light. Light is incorporated into it because we feel that our art, we always want we want messages in our art, and right now the world needs a lot of light. Let's just say that. So if we're going to put all this time and stuff and effort into making these art projects, it's going to hold message and meaning, right? And so when I saw a little Bing here, and when he was just in his burl stump forgotten, if you see right here, that there is 2-part wood epoxy. Part A and B, but it's specifically wood epoxy, so it actually will take a stain. But I've tried that before, and it won't match the wood, you know. The stain won't match. Let's just tell you, I'll just tell you that. So, he'll get painted. His robe will get painted. And I already did some work in there. You can see, again, with the crazy light, there's a bit of a crack down there and in the back of his mouth. So I went in there with different types of glue and hardener. Bing! Oh! Yo! So yes, I went in there because I'm just weird that way. Everything has to get fixed and addressed. So there's different glues and stuff in there. And Katie and I were talking about it because she's an amazing painter. And she just said to fix it up, match it up, and when it's time to paint them, she was going to give me a hand. And I might put in like I'm not sure if I'm going to go deeper in his mouth and put it like, because there's a weird little crack right where I would put the tongue line. So I may just like clean it up as good as I can in there and then just leave it so it gets painted black or whatever. Or Katie could just paint a tongue in there and I not have to carve it. But and also a little Bing, if you see right there, it has a natural little dip there. So I was thinking maybe, and it's right in the middle of her, it's a her. It's right in the middle of her forehead. So there, a little tiny crystal shard might be coming out of there soon. How? Yo! Bing! Right there. There she is. What do you guys think of that? So, what is my show about then? Well, we're going to work on a robe. I'll do some carving. I'll get you tucked in a little bit tighter so you can watch what I'm doing. But, yeah, I'm not going to go for like long stretches. But we'll work more on the robe. This wood, I don't know what this wood is. But it is like, you know how you'll get wood and it's like, it feels like rock, man. Like I used metal carbide carving burrs to carve all these first lines in, because I didn't want to, you know what those are, right? I'm going to show the folks too, so I'm just not talking out my hoo-ha. but they're like sets like this that you can get on Amazon. You can get various sets like this that are very, very cheap, but you can go through them, right? You can go through them and ruin them and wreck them. I'm just checking in here. Dad Cars, Suzanne is here. Hello, Suzanne. Mike is making stuff. Thank you for coming. Jesus. Well, geez, I can't even talk. Heck yeah, Wowie energy is awesome. Hey, thank you, sir. Your energy is awesome. Now, like I said, thank you for coming, guys. Suzanne. Oh, is she going? Heck yeah, well, no, gone. Later, guys. Oh, no. Well, it was great seeing you, sister. Bing. So, yeah, that's how I started. And I'm also, show you the back of them. I'm also going to use, now this here is like a cool little thing I learned way back when I first started power carving. Yeah, that one's the Ripper, I believe. Because I did get one of them that came with a Dremel set once. But these things, it's a roto zip. I'm sorry, that's hard to see. It's a roto zip drywall thing that you can buy. And they ain't cheap either. And also, if you do buy one of these, I don't exactly know what it's specifically supposed to do with the drywall and stuff, but I know it's a ripper. Okay, what I'm trying to say here. And I could go in there if I want to get deep and try and get some shadow in there. I'm going to go in there with that roto zip because this is a you can utilize this carving tool. And not a lot of people, well, maybe a lot of you guys do because you guys are all good carvers. But that's a good little trick to know because you're not going to ruin, like, I got my Kutzalls on already right here. And I was also thinking, because I got this variety pack that I haven't busted open yet. But this guy here, maybe he would be good for some of these robe lines, you know? I don't got too many more to do. And yeah, so what am I babbling about is, before I go and ruin my brand new Kutzalls, I'll try some other things that are just sitting around here. You know, especially like those cheap ones, like I showed you in the pack there. Because those ones, you just go through them and then get another pack of 10 or whatever for 15 bucks or even sometimes cheaper on Amazon. But again, you're going to get what you paid for, right? Yeah. And so, moving on with what has to happen here with Mr. Bing, Miss Bing, she's a girl. I want people to know that. All right, it's going to be a Lightpiece, okay? So I'm thinking of maybe a base. I have this weird burl slab upstairs that was once a in the 70s, back in the 70s, or maybe even no, it was a 70s thing, I think. But everybody had the burl slab clock. Yeah. I loved them when I was little. I used to just, I don't know what was about those burl slab clocks, but sure do love them. But yeah, now being, the artists that we are now, Two Brothers, One Vision, is like, we are always looking for those. Especially, free pile and stuff that we have out here on the island. People do free piles. It's really, really cool. Wife hates them. Wife hates them. She doesn't think we need any of that. But there are lots of times there's like things like carvable things that you can get. And it's cool. I've gotten rolling pins that you can carve before, the dough pins and stuff. But anyways, what am I blabbling about? We're talking about Bing here, not free piles. Wowie. But thinking about a base maybe, because if I used one of those burl slab things, I could break out the old static grass that I have. That is really, really cool. If you guys don't know about that, it's like from the modeling world, and it's actually got stuff in it so that static electricity makes it stand up. It's weird. I got this wand. I did a video, if you see in my videos, way back in the playlists on the makers videos, our very early ones, Do you know that we got over 300 videos on Wowwy'z Workshop? And mind you, like, yes, a handful of them are shorts, but still, even some of my shorts, oh, freaking light. Even some of my shorts, I've put in just as much time as some of the small videos because I don't know, it's like, it don't matter. Like, sometimes even the shorts, I feel more pressure because it's like, I got a little bit of time to get the message in there, right? So yeah, when I was thinking about that today when I was looking and getting set up here. It's like 300 and, I don't know, like maybe even 360 something videos? Holy smokes, man. So yes, if you're watching, please, when you got time to blow, go back and watch even our early ones, because we've got a couple makers videos that are, one watcher, the Forest Watcher, is an hour-long video. And it's a saga, let me tell you, man. I include it all. I include the heartbreak, the tears. Frickin', if I gotta freak out, you're gonna see it. That's the way it's gotta be. So, back to Bing here. Woo! I'm on a rambling, jambling today. Mrs. Bing here is going to be a Lightpiece. So, on her arm, it's this weird nubby nut thing, but then a little piece of like flat in there. So I'm gonna carve out that bit of the robe that's covering it so I can expose more of that flat in there. And then from that flat, once I get that established, I'll take a spade bit, a 7/8 spade bit, because I know already that this is going to fit because I make light pieces, and what that will fit with is a chandelier, an E12 sized chandelier socket, okay? And that's what we use, and we use a smaller bulb for our little light fixtures. So little Miss Bing here will have the chandelier socket hidden in there, and so just a little light will be visible, like she's holding it. Bing! You see? You get it? She's a little guardian of the light. Jeez. Okay, I got a letter here, guys, that I want to open up before I get making noise, and because it's important and I really want to share this. So just give me a moment here. All the way from Brighton, United Kingdom, Brighton. My brother, and a brother to many of you guys in the tribe, Stephen SC Carvings. Hi Larry, I have sent you a sticker for your board. Me and my wife watch your lives. We watch it through the TV. So we can't comment, but we always support and push the thumbs up button because every little bit helps. Hello Stephen and the wife and the missus. Much love to you guys. Much, much love. Keep doing what you were doing. You will always have our support. Stephen SC Carvings. And then one of his awesome owl stickers. Now actually Stephen, you can't see it right now, but he made me a whack of really awesome little plastic signs and stuff with our logo, the Two Brothers One Vision logo. And he sent them months and months ago. And with that, he sent me one of these stickers, but it's stuck to my carving box here because I got a whole bunch of the tribe is on my carving box as well. But Stephen saw that I'm started my special poster back there that's filling up fast. Because this tribe is growing and we are strong, tribe strong. And so Stephen sent me one so that it could go on the board. And you know what, sir? This is why I wanted to read your letter and just... I was having a day when I got this. I was having a day where I was really... It may have even been the day when I realized, you know, how many videos and stuff has been... I was just reflecting on everything that's going on with the channel. And I've been doing a lot of time working over at my mom's and with Darren and getting their place set up and really, really nice. And my great friend Josh Goulet, who you guys have met on here, has been helping me. And it really makes you think about, you see what you can do at the end of the day after, you know, helping Ma and stuff, and you see what you can do with your precious, precious time, right? And how important it is to them. And it just made me really, really reflect on what am I doing, you know? Because regardless of the channel, I make art because it's my therapy, and it's also my brother's therapy and purpose. That's why in our whole motto is art for therapy, purpose, and family. It's because that's the truth. And you know, I was wondering, should I even be doing the channel? Our time is ticking away, right? And I was just having one of those days where, you know, it was totally crickets. You know, no new subs, no new comments, no new nothing, and you're sitting there and you're wondering, you know. And then I walked to the post office and I was just really, really bummed out. And guess what was in there? And what does he say? Keep doing what you're doing, you'll always have our support. And I think that Stephen, with his thoughtful little letter and his sticker for the board, could have saved this channel. I'm not fooling. So I want to thank you, sir. Thank you for being my lighthouse when I needed it. I'm just reading here, guys. Sorry. Thank you, Bear. That is going to be a cool light. Bear and Boss Lady says, dude, sometimes it's a drag, but if you do it for you, it'll help it never be a weight rather than a relief. Mark tries to carve. How are you, brother? Christopher's Creations. How you doing, brother? You've been on my mind too, sir. Very special videos coming up with Christopher's Creations involved, guys. Anyways, thank you, Stephen. Thank you very much, man. And again, hello to the missus. Okay, guys. Well, oh yeah, and I got one of my strongest fans. One of my biggest fans. Humming along, and I got it just finished charging. I made that little tool talking, a little mini video talking the other day on my new DeWalt fan, and it was like a VIP sneak peek at DeWalt Day. The sneak peek for DeWalt Day, because DeWalt Day is coming, folks. But that fan is just great. But one of the comments was charging 8 amps per hour motor, fully charged, and let her run on full. And they want me to check back, report back. Well, while I was reporting back, I got the charge full. So the next day or two while I'm working, I'm going to crank that and just let her go. I'll just bring it in the house too if I'm not working. Drag it around like a little Star Wars droid. But I'll get that answer for you, because it was just I did the tool talking, so I just did the tool talking right when I got the fan, opened it up, busted it open, put the thing in, and turned it on and said, hey, there you go. And I was excited because I wanted to do it in 3 minutes, because that's the maximum of a short. And I didn't do it, and it was longer anyways, so yeah, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't even made that one little tool talking. But I hadn't used it for a while, right? That's what I'm trying to say. But I am going to report back, and you'll see me comment. In the comment section, you'll see me report back and reply to those folks. Because I will do it. I will not forget. Okay. So, maybe I'll get you in a tiny, tiny bit better of a view for when we start carving here. Whoa. Give me a moment. hugest fan there is right in my frickin' way. So if I'm carving and ding ding ding, yeah, you guys can see that. So yeah, I'm gonna have to carve that away. And then, yeah, did I ramble off? I didn't finish. Did I talking about this? I know, because I make light pieces, that the 7/8 will fit the chandelier socket, okay? So I gotta go in there, and the chandelier E16, the ones that I use are about 2 inches, and that's including the little piece on it that screws onto your lamp stock. So if I go in there, that long with this one, maybe 2.5 inches. 2 inches, and then once I get that in there, the remaining hole I'm going to do with a 3/8 drill, and I do 3/8 because that's the size of the lamp stock that I use. Okay, you see, if I was in, I should have took it. See, right now the one socket that I have is in LaRue. A lot of you guys know who LaRue is. Not LaRue, Labra. Jesus, sorry, I'm losing it now. This is LaRue. He takes care of the music around here. But Labra is the candelabra that we carved and that Pete so graciously made the base for, the awesome candlestick holder. But it's all in there right now, so I don't have it to show you. But believe me, it's gonna work because I've done it before. So that's what we'll do. We'll use that one to get in there so that the socket can fit. And then I'll do the remaining hole. I got a long drill, a long bit. Can I reach it from here? Yes. This one. Woo! 3/8. And that fits the lamp stock. So I'll do the remainder of that. And we're just winging it. I don't know exactly, like I'm gonna like figure it out. Like say that much into her. Into the arm, and we're going to do that out in the jaw horse though, okay? Because I'm not doing drilling and sliding around here like a moron. Alrighty? Alrighty. Have I missed anybody? Am I good to go? Oh, is Darren here? Josh Goulet's here. We were just talking about you, Josh. Is my brother here? Hi, Trisha. Trisha Trotter's here. Frickin' A. I love it when the good people, well, you guys are all good people, but I love it when you guys roll in, man. You guys are my family. Darren is here. Damn it, I need to go to work. God bless y'all. See, Robert, be waiting, buddy. Great things are coming your way. Hello, Darren. Hi, brother. There he is. Little bit different today, guys. Hi, Trisha. Did I miss? I feel like I missed something. And Josh. Josh has been, I just told you guys that, well, I told some of you that Josh has been over there helping at my mom's with me and my brother and everything over there, and it's been frickin', it's been so good. I am really stoked about it. It's making my mom very, very happy. So that's just awesome. Thank you, Josh. And Darren's helping too. We're getting that underbelly ready to rock and roll. So, yes, I'm not gonna start that yet. I'm not gonna break open a new Kutzall stream just yet. And if you guys didn't know, but I gotta say it, we're Kutzall affiliates. There's a link in the description of this video. I know it's there because I saw it when I was setting up. So at first you'll see it's the Kutzall affiliate link, and just to be safe, our promo code is DIB5, capital DIB, D-I-B-B 5. That's all in one word, and that's the promo code, just to be safe. But if you use my direct affiliate link that's in the comment section, it is supposed to automatically give you the discount at the end. But just in case, DIB5. And yeah, these tools that I'm going to be using here are all, you can get them all on the Kutzall site, and they are amazing tools. And I'm proud. We are proud. Truth Brothers One Vision is proud to represent Kutzall. Okay. Now that we got all that out of the way, we're gonna make a little noise. What else can I do in here? We got the Pete Blair mandrels. I'm gonna have to change them, but I don't know if I started this before I got, before, this has been an ongoing thing, so I may not have even went at it yet with the Pete Blair mandrels. How? So we can do that too. Get some sanding done. But yes, I wrote a couple of lines on there where I'll do them too. Where I want the rest of the robe kind of coming from that section that I told you that I put in there, made out of the, because it was a big chunk of this was rotted, and it was just like a hole after I cleaned it all up, right? And so I wasn't gonna let this project go. I saw that little face in there. Bing, bing. How? There she is. So that's what we'll do. I'll cut those in. I'll cut those in frickin' right now, right? You know what I got? Sorry for the frickin' Allie if you're watching. Thanks for watching. Hope you're doing and having a good day, sweetie. I got a Dremel 192. Which I believe, no, I don't know if Dremel. We're Amazon associates now. And there are links below for the Dremel bits that I use. And I'm pretty sure the Dremel 192, if you want to do a screenshot, is in there. It's a bigger carbide ball. And for something like this, to cut in those hard lines for the rest of the robe up here, it's a great one to start. And then I can go dig deeper with the stuff that I was talking to you about, like the roto zip and all that stuff, right? But we're just going to do our tour with it. I'm going to sacrifice that new one. And I got both of my older Kutzall Flame Extremes on deck because I'll use those bad boys up till where they're bare first before I go and bust that new one out. I gotta be careful. Yes, I'm an affiliate, but it doesn't mean I'm getting loads and loads of free stuff. It's, the whole affiliate thing was kind of a thing that I did the main reason was for the woodworking group. For Kindred Spirits, if we got affiliates that are admins, then we can do things when there's giveaways and everything else. Which I'm doing a giveaway for this set. Geez, sorry I gotta talk so much. Oh, guys. Ow! The fine detail set. I'm doing a draw tomorrow on our Instagram. So anybody, as you guys know who Two Brothers One Vision is, be looking at it for that tomorrow because a lot of you guys entered. Okay. My goodness, after all that blabbing, if I didn't have my little DeWalt fan down there, I'd be done by now. Go! All righty. All right. This. Is that better? I don't know. It just the really, really harsh light hurt. Gives my eyes a number. Trees of These is here. Black Widow Wood Carving is here. Trees of These. Oh, Grumpy's still here. Happy Curmudgeon Carvings is still here. How are you doing, Tim? Oh, sorry. Yes, I gotta show the piece. Oh. Yo! That Bing. That's little Bing. So we started getting the just the fold of the robe in there underneath, hanging underneath, right? You got to account for gravity. And yes, as you can see, like it's just, there were cracks in her. So the whole idea with the robe kind of evolved with trying to hide the cracks too, right? That would make a really good bong. Wouldn't that? We'll have to see, Aiden. We'll make her a light piece first. And then if that grows old, if that wears on me, it'll be, we'll just take out the socket and the stuff, and then it's all ready to make it into a bong, an upside down one. Doot, doot. But yeah, now she's a little keeper of the light. Bing! A very, very hard burl. Epic bong. It is a good idea. And one that I didn't have myself. Then that's funny, because usually I'm like, you can make a bong out of that. Oh, hey, look at that. You can make a bong out of that. Hey, an apple? You can make a bong out of an apple. We did it. Oh, we did it. So yeah. Did you guys need to be, well, probably a lot, you would probably rather be a lot closer when I was doing that, eh? Your smile would be as big as the carvings. Yes. Oh, it is. Let me tell you, Aiden. My medicine is one of my best working medicines is that, and I'd be in a lot more pain without it. Let me just tell you that. A heck of a lot more pain without it. So how's everybody doing? It's 2:48 here, so that means I've been going for, well, 48 minutes. And I know in the UK, Apple does work pretty good, trees of these. He knows. But I didn't know. I didn't see Wheels today. He must be crashed out, and Spike. Both must be crashed out. But I messaged Kevin Strelly. He asked me to message him in the UK before I went live because they were having a hard time catching it, but I didn't get a reply. Well, I didn't see in time because I started the live at 2, so I don't know if he replied. But if you're watching, Kevin and Pauline, cuddled up, much love to you guys. Love you both. Hope your hands are feeling better, Kev. And Tim, since you're here, Tim, I just want to say, man, I've been thinking of you and Jen every day. Once I get past, like, Mother's Day and Father's Day and the stuff that's going on in my life in the background, I had to get this all taken care of. but I'm gonna be donating to whatever cause is going. You know, whatever ones I can do, I'm gonna be donating, Tim. When I just got to get past some bills, but I love you, man, and that goes for you and yours. You know, there isn't a time throughout the day that you're not lingering in my thoughts, and she's gonna be okay. Black Widow says, I'm selling all my carvings this weekend for the fundraiser. Okay, well, let's do that. Let's do it that way. You're welcome, brother. Tim's wife has cancer, guys, and she's fighting it. But it don't matter, you know, it's even for those who get through it, the fight is so hard. Tim, I'm sorry, I'm getting all, you let me know what didn't sell at the fundraiser, because I'm going to buy a piece or two, okay? We'll do it like that, and then I'll cover the shipping and everything as well of it, so there's nothing coming out of your pocket. It just let me know. Okay, guys, so if you don't know, it's called Jen's Journey, and it's on Facebook. And I'll be making some posts too on my own private Facebook. I know a lot of you guys are friends, or my Facebook friends on there. And yeah, let's help out Jen and family, however we can. Much love to you, brother. So, carrying on with little Miss Bing here. I'll carve away this stuff and see what hides behind. That we are going to have to use one of the Kutzall Extremes, because it's just, I don't know what's under there, and I just feel more comfortable with it. I'm going to carve, I'm going to use what I'm most comfortable with. And yes, got to keep this in a secret right there. Is that big? That 192 Dremel, let me tell you, folks. Oh, I should say this too. It doesn't matter, even if I don't have the Amazon specific link for the tool that I'm using. Down below, through my Amazon links, if you just go in, like use that link like a door, and then buy whatever one I'm rambling about, that still works in our favor. So please, if you need anything, if you want the old, what the frick, Dremel 192 that I've been using there, it's just powering through, as you guys saw. It's cutting, and this is hard wood, man. It's working really, really good. These ones come in sets of 2, and they're on Amazon. So if you just go down there, I may even have this one linked. I'm sorry that I don't know them all off by heart. There's like, you know, a handful, like 8 Amazon links that I have to memorize yet. But yes, if you go in through one of those links down there and then use and buy what you need, it doesn't matter. You can buy a freaking lawnmower. We still, because you went through our door, per se, and it helps us. Okay, thank you for listening to that. Now I'm just going to quickly carve a bit of that and just see. Like, it's weird that it's flat in there, like a cut off branch. It almost looks like it got cut at one time, cut off, and then this grew back around the flat. I don't know. That's the mystery. I love this type of wood where it's just a frickin' mystery. I'm not going to do all my PP. Well, I'll do my eyes, but I just want to see quickly. Don't want to have to put everything on and stuff. I'm just doing a little check here, guys. I take it back. I take it back. That was a stupid thing to do. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Bad Wowie. Spider check. We are good to go. Oh, okay. Try that again. Hi, Phil.
Look at the crack, eh? Hello! Carb deeper!
Wow, the wonders of a Zoom. Oh, did I see right? Is Just Carve Rob in the building? Oh my lord. Just Carve Rob is in the house. How you doing, brother? Who else have I missed? Pen on Fire. That's Sean Brooks. So is here. Hello. Bonjour, mon ami. Hey? I'm okay, but I have a them 2 Model T torn apart and all over the shop right now. Yes, Just Carve Rob is one hell of a mechanic. How you doing, Rob? Bonjour, son. Comment ça va? Ça va bien, merci. Et toi? Bien, fine, nice. Bon. Okay, Caleb, Woodchucker Chainsaw Carver. Hello, Woodchucker Chainsaw Carver. Love you too, sister. Yes, yes. Well, I don't know, Woodchucker. This ain't a very manly chain, like a chainsaw carving, but little Bing. She's a magical little thing, nonetheless. And she's going to be holding the light. All right, guys, so what I'm doing there, right, is doing the cuff of her robe, but then getting it started for that spade bit. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. And like I mentioned before, the old 7/8, I know that's the right size for the E12 chandelier socket that she's going to be slid in there. So that's why I'm doing that. That worked pretty good. And yes, like I said, that must have been cut off at one point, and then that tree grew around that. And that's why I just took away all of that material right there. But you see there's a big crack in there, right? So then I was like, if I try using that spade bit without giving it a hole to start, it's going to suck into that crack right quick. Right? We don't want to, when you can look at it and say, hey, I'm not going to take that route, go down that hard way, foresee it. Foresee the problem and fix it before you do it. Right? All right. Woodchucker says it's first live, brother. Well, thank you for coming, man. You're most welcome here. It looks awesome. Good. Good. Thank you, sir. Very nice to meet you too, Woodchucker. Oh, Creation Dust told you. Thank you. Creation Dust is amazing, amazing creator and person. I really, really appreciate their support, and anybody that comes by under them is family here too. How are you doing, Sean? Pen on fire? Fighting with a lot of chronic pain. Another person that's always in my thoughts. We do have the best creators here, Tim. Yeah, they are tough carving, man. Yes, Mark. Mad skills. And such a great, like I got a little bit of money. I got to get back onto Jordy's. Because when Jordy got hacked, then I ended my subscription. But we're such good friends. But I just wanted, even the smaller ones, the smaller rates or whatever it's called, I'm doing that. I'm starting to try and budget it in my month so that every month, I can put like whatever, $20 into the tribe. And so I'm gonna sign on for Amy Jo too. And I'm just gonna do what I can with as many channels as I can, right? The ones that make it to the membership. We all gotta look out for each other. Back on the road. Hey, Just Carve Rob. You're driving. You crazy. You take care, man. If I don't hear back from you. I really appreciate you coming by, Rob. And Rob, too, is another Made in Pain warrior frickin' guy. Has really bad back pain, but he's still doing it to it. Like us here. All right, guys. So, ooh, man. The old back is screaming today. Yeah, I was telling you guys we're doing work at Mum's, and they had the other day. Josh and I were there, and they had like the past season's worth, like Christmas or not Christmas. Winter's here. It isn't like huge snowfall like I grew up in Alberta, but it's like a rainy season, right? And so throughout the rainy season, you don't do many trips to the bottle depot. So they just had bottles piling up in bags and stuff. And so Josh and I, we were there, and he just looked at me, and we were looking at it because we're like cleaning up the yard and stuff, right? And so we're looking at that big, huge mountain of empties, and he looks at me and he's like, "You want to do it?" And I was like, "Fuck, are you certain? Are you certain, sir, about your volunteering for. And he was like, yep, let's do her. So we tied into that, man. And we did, well, he has a big van, but we packed that van as fast as many as we could, bags. So it was 2 trips to the recycling. And when it was all said and done, it was $320. That's how much we got back. And it was mostly cans. And then like bigger jugs and stuff. But, geez, man. We stank. There was slugs, hornets. Jeez. But I tell you, that's a friend, eh? Somebody who comes over and then puts himself into that position. Just to help out old mama. Holy, you're in Arizona, woodchucker. Geez, so you know hot. Oh, sorry. So no, I was talking to way back when Jordy's channel got hacked. That's when I ended my subscription because, well, he got hacked. Everybody did. We had to stop. Yeah. So I was in Quebec. I'm on Vancouver Island. West Coast, yo. We got folks all over the place. Grumpy's in Florida. We got Aiden in Ireland. We got Mark Tries to Carve in New Zealand. We got Matt Cars in New Zealand. We got Kevin Strelly. We got Wheels in the UK. We got Spike in Scotland. We're worldwide. How? Our tribe is worldwide. Oh, John's still there? Thank you. Worldwide, bro. Tribe worldwide. Tribe strong. That's gonna be a new hashtag. Tribe worldwide. Yes! I love it. I freaking love our community. Sean says, I'm gonna visit Canada one day. I sure hope you do, brother. You ring me up when you do it. Tribe strong. That's right, Grumpy. There's Grumpy. He's there. Still got 18 folks, 26 likes. Hey, that's pretty good for old Wowie. And I knew I was going to have more folks all the way through because I did it in the vertical. And sometimes I just like to mix it up. I like talking to you guys. It's like having just a second, I gotta, Jesus. It's like having people over. Having it's like having a living room full of my tribe. I love it. I like your enthusiasm, upbeat. Thank you very much. We are the universe, so. We are the universe. Canada is a beautiful place. Yeah, and stay away from the wildfires. Is that ever getting to be a crazy, crazy thing here, man? Well, everywhere in the world. It's nuts. And prayers to everybody that are fighting those. So, guys, I say that I take you out. I show you my jaw horse. I'm going to introduce you to the jaw horse. And we'll see if we can't get that thing drilled in there. What do you say? Whoa. And just remember, it's very, very loud. Okay? Look at the construction out back. There's the jaw horse. That's right. That's right, Perry. It is time to do it to it. All right. Jaw horse. Got it on Amazon. One hell of a tool. Right? Okay, so I'll get her in here. We'll drill her there so you guys can get a good view of it. Should I zoom in more on it? Let's see. Okay, we need Bing, of course. These things are awesome. Get it in there good, step on it, lock it, it holds you. And you're in there. And then you're not, it's like, you know when you're working with an E, working, you know when you're working and you just wish you had that extra set of hands, right? Well, with the jaw horse, you do. That's the Rockwell. Excuse me. You see, that's what happens when you don't carve with the PPE on. You get rusty breath, rusty throat. We don't want rusty throat. I don't have the DeWalt drill for my 20 volt family of tools yet. But this one here, for when you're doing hard things, I don't know what, the DWD 110. The DWD 110, this drill, man, it'll freaking crank you. It'll crank your wrist. I know. All right. And like I said, about 2 inches. We're gonna see what happens. Make sure our angle's on point. About 1.5 inches so far. It's working. You gotta be careful getting it back in that hole because it'll try and crack it and break. I think that's going to be good for that part. Next, we'll switch her on up to the 3/8, the long one. This one is from Mastercraft. It's from Canadian Tire we have out here. And their like main tool is Mastercraft. It's kind of like their own private tool company. But 3/8 is the size of the lamp stock. Okay, that's that threaded stuff that's in lamps and light pieces. It's called lamp stock. It's hollow, but it's threaded. And the 3/8 will always accommodate that lamp stock when you're making light pieces. But I gotta make sure that I just get to the middle. The middle. Not all the way through. Because then we're gonna have to drill from the bottom up and meet this hole so that we can wire it. All right. We're in about that far so far. It's going in, but weird wood in there. So if we're that far, I'm going to say that's made it to the middle. So I'll stop doing that right now. Now we'll flip it over and try and get it figured out. I can see some old pencil marks on there. Yeah, they're right about where I need to go too. So, get some pressure on that so it don't move on me. I'll see if I got the one size bigger spade bit. Excuse me. And with this, we have to be careful as well that we don't go, because these spade bits, they got a real sharp top to them, right? And I don't want this thing going through the top of her. So I'm gonna get it in so deep with the one inch spade bit, and then for the end, just to be safe, if I gotta keep going, I'll use this. It's called a Forester bit. And then that doesn't have as much of an aggressive top. You feel me? Well, I can tell that we're losing viewers. They don't like this outdoor setup. Oh man. But yeah, that's what's happening next. So we'll use the 1 inch spade. We'll get a hole started. And we'll see if we can't meet it up with that. I'm just gonna go for it. Get out of here. Just 1 second. We gotta get that hole cleaned out. No, we haven't met up yet, or else I'd be able to blow. She ain't blowing yet. Yeah, got a little bit of ways to go. We just hope and pray that we meet up. Meet up. I appreciate your patience. You can't mess around here. You're gonna. Well, I wonder if that Forester bit will fit in that hole. that was something I didn't consider first. Let me see. Oh, she fits. She fits. Fits just fine. Okay, I'm going to switch over so I don't go through the top of her. Oh, this might actually be too... Might be too deep. Too deep. All right, well, that didn't work. We'll go back to this. I'm going to try and gauge. Oh! You see that? That means we connected. Oh, I can see it. It's perfect. Ha ha! Oh man. Okay. A little bit deeper. That's awesome. Perfect match, guys. Oh yeah, that's sweet. I'll show you. Hey, there she blows. So it's all connected. She's all connected. Oh. Okay, well I'm gonna have to shine a light down that so you guys can see. But my goodness. See? Toot toot! So like you said, Aiden, if we're ever out of smoking apparatuses and we're in a bind, we can make her into a bomb. That's perfect. So that's all we needed now to wire it for the light. You can kind of see in there, see? So it goes down there a certain amount there, and then it goes smaller to the 3/8 hole, and that's what the lamp stock fits in nice and snug. And it just keeps everything nice and right and tight. Ha ha! Okay! We can move back inside now. Alrighty, give me a moment. So yeah, folks, lots of you who are followers of Two Brothers on Vision, I've seen a lot of our light pieces and creations like that, and that's a good peek at. Let me get in here now. So that's a good peek at like what goes into like the background stuff for these light pieces, because you always got to get through it, right? You always got to make it so it's wireable. And that's the kind of stuff in the background that I don't get to really share as much. Always exciting. But thank goodness I've gotten good at lining up the holes, right? But it's perfect. Do I have a flashlight? Do I have a flashlight? Can I do it? See? I don't know if you can see, but deep down there, there's a little hole coming out the side. That's the armhole. Ho-ho! We did her, man. Frickin' Curse of Oak Island or something, you know? Bing, bing, bing. I'm like a Knights Templar. All right. Well, next we can. Where did I put the thing for this thing? The thing. Losing all my things. I'm going to just work a little bit more. I'm going to work a little bit more on her cloak, getting these things in deeper. I'll get lined up here with the old roto zip, and I can go and do some shaping of the folds of her newly acquired robe lines. And heck, I'm going to go all the way around because, like I said, this is I've been a WIP for a long time now, and I've just went at it with different tools and stuff. And as I've learned, I have so many projects here that are like that I will work on them for a while, some of them, and then I'm like I'm not worried about saying, hey, this is too much for me right now. I got to learn more before I can tackle this one, and I'll just set things down and until I'm better. And that's what's happened with this one. I'm a lot more sure with myself, and like you saw, a little bit of practice goes a long way. Okay, so I'm going to get the roto zip on here. And now that I know that it's that easy, like I was always scared to try and zoom it when I'm in landscape mode because you guys, can you see this? This is my overhead. And I'm just barely on my tippy toes that I can see. So I didn't want to, I don't know, stupid excuse is what it is, but I didn't play with the zoom when it's in landscape mode. Because Jordy said that it looks like I'm carving from too far away, right? Because it's quite high, but apparently it's not that hard to zoom in live mode. And I actually asked Google or whatever the heck it is, whatever the AI is called, if you can zoom once you're in live, and it told me no. So that's... You steered me wrong, Google. You steered me wrong. You led me astray. Okay. So yeah, that's what that roto zip, that ripper, drywall or grout ripper, or I don't know what you're ripping with that. I will do a little bit more of that. I'm excited now. Maybe I'm going to do in the next, we'll see how we are for next week, but I'm stoked on her now. I want to get her going. I want to get her doing her duty. Bringing her the light, right? Okay. How are we doing on time? Nice job, buddy. Mark that as a bummer for sure. That sucks, Matt. Okay. Thank you. Let's go.
ready?
Oakley dokley. Smokely. You. Well, oh, my little foul's just a humming down here. Oh goodness. Turn that. I don't want you guys to be hit with that sound. Pretty quiet though. There. Oh well, children. That was a good session. Ripping and a roaring. Oh wow, we did. What we got going on? Oh, Josh is here. Bye, Pete. Thanks for coming, brother. Hello, Creation. Dust 777. How you doing, man? Here, that might be a bit better light. Thank you for coming. Oh. What's the plan with the nose, says Christopher Creation. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. That's a good question. No plan. This little guy that don't have no nose, this little creature. It was just how I envisioned her. Just a weird little thing. And mainly because there was a really big open crack there that I filled with different types of glues. So I just said, nah. This little munchkin or whatever the heck that is ain't got no nose. That's the beauty of this kind of Jesus light. That's the beauty of this kind of creating, is it's all up to us, right? No rules. I guess that's my point. No rules, but an awesome question. Such a sweet face, says Jane. Hello, Jane. How you doing? Happy curmudgeon carving, Matthew in brackets. Hello. Okay, now I'm understanding better. Looks great, Larry, says Perry. Thank you very much, man. Yeah, once you open your mind, anything is possible. You are truly right about that, Chris. You go with the flow, Larry. Thank you. Yeah, that's awesome, Creation Dust. That eagle you're doing is wicked, man. Oh, I wish I had the back tickets in me to be able to do those kinds of sizes of jobs, but I'm not. Just what I did here today, my legs are just screaming. It feels like I have like a metal cord going down the cords of my legs, and there's like electricity going down them. Electricity and heat. That's the best way to try and explain it. I'm the old Matthew. Just found out I have a channel. Okay, I understand. Yes, Creation Dust is freaking wicked, man. You're a real, very gifted carver. As are about 90% of us on here. I think every single one of us is a wicked carver. Woodchucker says, "Oh, you just gotta have the log for it." That's good. That's good advice. So yeah, that's a neat little girl, or whatever. A neat little creature. And I got in there with that roto zip, got in really deep, and then I switched over. But this ain't Kutzall, but I still, this one here that I switched over is a Fordham Typhoon, an old Fordham Typhoon, and there's certain birds that I will use with my Kutzalls, and there's certain birds I won't. But Typhoon is cool, you know. I told Mike at Kutzall that, you know, this is a teaching channel primarily, is what it is. It's to share my art, but also it's, you know, and to share the art of Two Brothers, One Vision, but also the main goal of doing the YouTube is to help others learn and try at art. Because the big thing about art is just having I wanted to say balls, but it's not that. It's like stepping over or into a pool, testing with your toe. and you got to dive in, and you got to trust yourself, and you just got to do it to it, like we like to say here. And I believe in you, and that's why we did this channel. Is like the fire it was ignited in me when I found Jordy and his channel, and then I started carving. Doug Linker as well was my very, very first ones. It's changed my life for the better in so many ways, right? And so I want to do that too for other folks, if I can, with this channel. No, everybody's just a talking, so I'll just keep going here. Yes, we all do feed off each other. We're quite the community, man. One heck of a tribe strong. One heck of a community. Maybe that's a little bit better. Yeah, and this is the one jersey that my Lords of Gastown. Dying breed, it says on the front down there. And then it says something pure blood or something on the back. And I'm everything but a pure blood. I'm Scandinavian, Norwegian, Métis, Indigenous. I'm all sorts. But yeah, Lords is biker gear, I guess you call it, but is from Vancouver, Canada, Vancouver, BC. And I just like supporting local. And they have a bit of a rebel vibe about them. And so it's cool. So I like to support Lords of Gastown. And also these things here they're breathable. So the big reason why I'm wearing it is because it's fat kid in a little space. It gets hot in here, man. And I can't go at it with no shirt. No. So that's what's going on. Tim says, I still want my Lord's jersey, Larry. Yes. Well, I'm going to get it to you, man. 2X. I know. I don't forget. Yes, support. Yeah, we all need it, man. Okay, Grumpy is heading off. Well, thanks for being here all the way once again, Tim. And watch for that postman, brother. He's got something coming for you. Much love to you. Give the wife my best. Be safe, Tim. Thank you for being here, man. Much love. Yeah, I'm not going to... Oh, Woodchucker has to go. Thank you, Tim. I hope it was fun. Yeah, I won't be here too much longer. Like I said, backs are ripping. Gotta go and I just go flat on my back, right? That's what I gotta do. It's like I spend half of my day with the parts of Wowwy that you don't see. Mostly is me laying on my back because I have a couch that pulls out right into this weird bed. It's not good for sleeping on them. They have a big bar across you, but for me, I pull it out and I just, watch all my YouTube and support your guys' channels. And yeah, every couple hours up is a couple hours down. Couple hours up, couple hours down. That's my life. Woodchucker says, it was a blast, buddy. I didn't just check it out. I'm here forever. Well, thank you. That's awesome. That's awesome because at the end of my live, it says concurrent viewers and this and that, and it gives me these stats, and it says new subscribers. And when that says 0, my goodness. Well, we don't feel very good when that says 0. But we're not going to get into all that. Thank you very, very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Josh, for subbing to Black Widow. He's a good man, and he fully deserves it. He's a great friend of mine. Really appreciate the support, man. You're a big member, a big branch to this tree. Let's just say that. Appreciate you. So yeah, that's gonna be it for old Wowwy and Bing. But I'm stoked, guys. Like, look at what we did today. We got it ready for We got her ready for the wiring. That's freaking wicked, man. So long I've been, like it's one of those things when you know in your head what you got to do, but it's one of those. You only got this one piece of wood. Bing is a rare find. Not only was the burl in the right spot, but her little arm was in the exact right spot. You're not going to find that piece again. That's what I love about forest foundling wood in the forest and driftwood from the beach is it's every piece is a 1,000% unique. You're never going to get another one, and that's why I carve only that. It gives it a magic of its own because you can't duplicate it, right? Are you heading off there, Creation Dust? Well, I really appreciate you. Much love to everybody. Thank you for coming tonight. I can see that the watchers are slowly going down here now. Don't forget to hit like on the way out, guys. It's much appreciated. Yes, Tim, we're all praying for you and Jen. And like I said, I don't... If I say something, I freaking mean it and I freaking do it. So you have my support. And I'll be sharing it too. I'll be sharing it on this channel. I'll make a video for you, Tim. I promise you I will. And Jen. And you'll be seeing it on Two Brothers One Vision on Facebook and Instagram, sorry. And you'll see it on all the platforms. You'll see it. I promise you. 31 likes. That's pretty darn good, I'd say, Chris. And thank you for being here, man. I'm so excited to get... Christopher has sent a very special package to Two Brothers One Vision. And it's taken a while for me to get into it because this is such a special thing. And I'm making a very special video. It's for everybody, of course. But this is for Chris. I'm showing him stuff from my mom's house from Two Brothers One Vision that people haven't seen before on YouTube. It's going to be a very, very special... It's a shout out to Chris and Christopher's Creations, and it's going to be showing, it'll be a little bit of Two Brothers One Vision, and then it's going to be a lot of what he sent us. And that's going to be the next big tribe mail that's coming up, guys. So please watch for that. And if you're new here, it's tribe mail is what we do for all of the sticker swapping and the trading of carvings, and it's just an amazing thing. And I love to have the opportunity to focus on one carver in the community and just make a special video just for them. I have a lot of fun with making these videos. And so Tribe Mail is a time where I get to feature somebody else and show their stuff, and I really love making them. So please keep an eye out for that. Much appreciated. Oh, Tricia just said, tried to watch and work, LOL. I'll rewatch tomorrow. Thank you very much, sister. I appreciate it. I need the views. I really need the views, but I think we did pretty good with old Bing today. We got her ready for lampage. We got her robe underneath the arm and stuff. We got all of that. That's all new in there. And back behind there. And we matched it and rounded it into the wood epoxy. So I'll be rounding all of that more to make it more look like folds of fabric. And sanding, of course. Sanding with my mandrels. Peter Blair mandrels. And I'll keep getting her closer to where we need to be, guys. Because then one live I'll tape off all of this. And then we'll figure out what crazy kind of cloak paint we can do. That'll be fun. Oh, I think so. And regardless, I'll just do it anyways. I think the WIP is going to get you there, Larry. Hey, I really appreciate that. I love doing them, and I love having you guys all over. It's going to be awesome. People are saying good. Thank you. I'm glad that you guys believe in Bing too, because I sure as heck do. I've always loved this piece. Bing! Spread a little light, guys. Life is too short to do anything else with it. Spread light, spread love. That's Bing's message. And Wowwy'z. So I'm going to wait till this says 2 hours. And then I'll be signing off, guys. From Wowie and LaRue. And Two Brothers, One Vision, too. Look us up. Facebook and Instagram. Two Brothers, One Vision. And thank you from Wowwy'z Workshop. Hope you had fun today. Good night, Jane. Good night, everyone. See you next time, John. Take care, Matthew. Thank you. Much love. Thank you, Tricia. Much love to you, Sister Lighthouse. Good night, Mark. I'll be watching for your video, Mark. Keep shining, brother. You're an amazing, amazing creator. Okay, Tim. Good night. Good night, everyone. 4 o'clock. 2 hours. We did her. Until the next one. Wowie out. Much love.